something special and rare. It's number one versus number two. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Dogs will kick this away to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Throw now on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. Play action here on first down. It's another deep shot. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on first and goal and throw it. Why not run the football right there?
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Using his legs, it's Edwards. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, you have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
We'll we'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. He fires downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Headed for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking for a receiver deep middle. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wiley. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Under pressure, just lets it go. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Well, all that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and the quarterback...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. Looks to the left, pass caught. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keep him out of the end zone.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch.
The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Offense is back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down here for this offense.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, I love to watch these Clemson quarterbacks run this kind of offense where they have so many different options, whether it's throw to pitch, throw to run, whatever it might be. Think about over the years, Taj Boyd made those decisions. Deshaun Watson ended up having such a great career. Trevor Lawrence made so many great plays, and now we're seeing that again today from this young man.
On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Using his legs here. The ball is loose. Out is scooped up. Offense still has it on the run.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to... Touchdown, Clemson. Great connection there for 6 points.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Ball handed to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pressure is coming. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw again. And this pass is on target.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Bulldogs line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Finds the touchdown on the right side. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. The sure hands. It's Riley. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Off the play fade, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, the spin move, and he's got some space here. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Grab down the middle. It's Wiley. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught in the flat by the running back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Still no answer for this offense. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Turner trying to create good field position. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback keeps the football. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with his sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And the back gets the football. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And here comes a deep shot. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Nice grab. It's Rodriguez. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
But a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
But you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Tigers. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Caught over the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But
and it's intercepted. A crushing play. He could go. He's at the 50. Now the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Pounding away with the run game. First down and more. He's still running. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to a 40.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up the first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. They'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete. They'll let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. The pass is incomplete. We dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He lets it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Here's the option play. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
They expect to cash in the starting field position. It is 1st and goal from the 2. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Wow, that's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On first down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Running out of time in the pocket. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. off the play fake, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final minute, but this was a blowout as number one just gets humbled.
I'm just in complete shock. You know, anytime you see two top 5 teams, you'd always expect to see a competitive game. But this number one ranked team, I don't think they were mentally prepared, plain and simple. When you're facing a top 5 opponent with a bad mindset,